अब तक सबको पता चल ही गया होगा जो फर्स्ट पैनल डिस्कशन के बाद then how it is important to be attend a panel, right? So everybody over here is wishing to learn an AI, and everybody are here to they learn something new together, and cloud community they say that your wish is our command. So by having said that, our next session of the panel would be in line with the AI. So we are living in an era where AI is evolving by the hour, but the real question is, are our teams evolving with it? Our next discussion tackles a challenge that every organization is either facing now or later. How do you scale learning, inspire adoption, and prepare people, not just platforms, for AI? To guide this timely conversation, we have a team who is not only led teams but built them from the ground up. With our 10 years of experience driving successful project delivery and managing diverse teams, she brings both strategy and empathy to the table. A leader who knows that behind every great transformation is a team that's empowered, equipped, and upskilled. Please join me in welcoming our panel moderator, Charvi Shah, the project manager at Tactic Solutioning. She'll be bringing on our panelists and unpacking how to build a truly AI-ready organization. So please have a big round of applause for none other than Charvi Shah.
Hi. Good afternoon, everyone. I welcome you all in today's session, Upscaling at a Scale, Building an AI-Ready Organization. This is not going to be a theoretical conversation. We are at a real turning point where AI is far more outpacing the speed than the organizational readiness. And we all feel it, right? Generative AI, data automation, it's upscaling how we work, how decisions are made, and even how value is created. But while organizations are investing heavily in AI tools and infrastructure, the often harder overlooked challenges are our people ready? AI readiness, it is not just a technology issue, it's a workforce issue. And the real tension is, how do we upscale tens, thousands, or 10,000s of people at a speed without compromising the context and the depth? So I'm fortunate enough to have a huge panel with me, a lot of experience. So please welcome on the stage Jiten, CEO and MD, Krish TechnoLabs; Devashish Patyal, Deputy CEO, INTECH; Saumil Shah, Student Service Coordinator at Deakin University; Sarthak, CEO and co-founder at Ogberine. So let's get started. Are you guys ready?
See.
So before we deep dive into the conversation, I would request Jiten to introduce himself.
Hi guys, good night. Myself Jiten Padmashali. I am CEO and MD of Krish TechnoLabs. I started Krish in 2003 as a small web design company to cater local clients over here. And right now it's one of the leading digital agency. We are a gold specialized solutions partner, a team of 200 plus technocrats across the globe, and working with leading brands like Reliance, Nestle, DuPont, Damas, and so on. I have 25 years of experience. I have seen the world of ERP, web, mobile, cloud, and now I am seeing the world of AI. happy to be over here and discussing this particular topic. Thank you.
All right. So good afternoon, namaskar, sabko. I'm Devashish Patyal, Deputy CEO of INTECH. So INTECH is an organization established in 2003. So we are a growth partner to our customers since 2003. We work predominantly in domain of ports, terminals, and logistics. That is our major forte. And this organization was started with a vision to bring something to Gandhinagar. That was the actual vision of this organization. And we have seen the journey here in Gandhinagar itself from one person to now more than 400 people here. So it's an organization where we have more than 700 plus people around the globe. 600 here in India itself in multiple locations and 100 stations outside. And I personally come from an background of education. So I am an IT enthusiast working in INTECH from last more than a decade. And I'm also by choice or by passion a teacher. I also teach physics. I have written a couple of books in physics. And when it comes to the current topic of upskilling and the AI, so we'll take it more because it is the need of this conversation that how to enable every one of us, including ourselves and our teams, to take to the next stage where the world is going. And looking forward, thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Somil Shah. I'm a Student Services Coordinator at Deakin University, Upskilling campus. Deakin University is India's first international university campus who have established a campus in India. I handle the industry engagements, corporate relations, and students training, their internship and placement. Prior joining to Deakin University, I was with IIT Gandhinagar for over 8 years, handling students' internship placements and corporate readiness. Delighted to be here.
Hello everyone. Glad to see an almost full house here. So I'm Sarthak and I'm co-founder and CEO at Aubergine Solutions. We are a product development consulting firm with expertise in UX design and product development. And of late, we have also ventured into building AI agents and AI-enabled systems for our clients. Prior to starting Aubergine, I'll rewind the clock to 2005 when I graduated from NIRMA and went to UT Dallas for my master's in computer science. Worked in the San Francisco Bay Area region for around 6 years. After that, in 2013, me and my other co-founder here, who's also my wife, Bhakti, moved back to India, started Aubergine, and currently we are around 120 people working with our clients as a product development partner for them. And AI and efficiency and productivity have been my passion areas from the beginning, and AI kind of directly supports that. So I've taken up the task of building Aubergine into an AI super agency. That's what I call my team when I say this in my town halls, that we are becoming an AI super agency. And for that, this is the vision we are setting, and I'll be happy to go over all the things we are doing for that. Thank you.
Thank you so much for introducing yourself, because I won't be able to do justice to introduce yourself. So my first question to you, Jiten, why upscaling at a scale matters in an organization?
So I think this question applies to all of us, right? So in terms of AI and upscaling, basically I can say our company, basically we were laggards. ChatGPT launched, OpenAI launched ChatGPT in 2022, 30th November. And since last 2 years, we were just saying that how the things are transforming, but at the same time, we felt that AI is it's buzz, it's a hype. And ChatGPT is more towards creating a content or, images and so on. So we literally felt that it's an hype, and our company is not typical software development company. We are not specifically into outsourcing or doing a lot of programming things. We are not also a product development company. We are a platform-centric company. We do digital experience, digital commerce, and we work on the top of the platform. So what we do in terms, we do consulting, design, development, integrations, marketing, and then the ongoing support. So consider that there is a client called Hamleys. And for Hamleys, we do the UI UX designing, consulting, building a omni-channel e-commerce presence, and then supporting them and doing the marketing and so on. And but at the end of the Hamleys, it's built on certain platforms. So platforms like Adobe Commerce, then IBM WebSphere, HCL, IBM WebSphere, Salesforce Commerce Cloud, Shopify, and so on. So all these platforms are the core ingredients, and on top of these platforms, we do the integrations, design, development, and so on. So we felt that this platform has to do all the stuff related to AI, and that is their job in terms of making particular platforms or product to be AI enabled or AI friendly or efficient in terms of productivity and so on. And at the same time, we were seeing that a lot of companies, a lot of products and platforms, they are claiming that they are AI ready. For an example, Klaviyo or any small tools you can use. But in the beginning of this year, we realized something which changed everything. Our clients started to demand and ask, does your company do the AI services? Do you guys offer AI-enabled products? And then we realized there is something wrong with what we are thinking. It's not honestly a buzz. It's a fundamental shift. It's a paradigm shift, and AI is real, and it applies to service and digital agencies as well. It just we need to find out how we can adapt AI into our business. And so yeah, clients started to ask, are you able to do Sigma to, for an example, specific template? And so same thing, do you guys offer any sort of predictive analytics or dynamic pricing and that level of solutions? Because we do have a lot of systems. We have a custom ERP and so on. So yeah, based on that, we realized that there is a need of AI, and that's how we started upskilling the AI things.
Yep. Right. From your perspective, can you pour more thoughts on how upscaling at a scale matters?
Yes. So going by this topic, and maximum of the people here I see students. So upskilling at scale, जैसे इसका मतलब है कि हमें अपनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में सब लोगों को, जितने भी डिपार्टमेंट्स हैं, जितने भी लोग हैं, उनको अपस्किल करना और स्केल पे करना, एक साथ आगे लेके जाना. तो ये जो थॉट प्रोसेस है, व्हेन दिस AI conversation came into reality from artificial intelligence to actual, so now when people start using GPTs at any areas, people means our employees, me, myself, our customers. So for everyone, the conversation of productivity came into existence.
Correct.
So upskilling conversation started at INTECH and around our customers when everyone was started talking about productivity, because from last 2 decades, we are creating some softwares, ERPs, traditional softwares, some web applications, some data-centric applications. So वो सारी applications are already there. Huge amount of data is already there. So everyone started confronting post-COVID the productivity when the inflation started happening. So the inflation was high, and everyone was in a conversation that whether to hire more people or whether to give more money or how to be more productive with the same organization. From there, that inception of this conversation started at INTECH and with our customers. And then how he explained that, we went to customers, and then this Figmas and all that is we started adopting to quickly give some output for the certain conversation. But this is the why, that how we started keeping the productivity, because what we believe and what I believe also, that it is all of us, the students here, the professionals here, the either they're sitting here, there, or on the stage. We are at the center of everything. So if we are empowering people enough, so that why came from that. If we are empowered, we can do anything. So that's how why created for us, and for me, myself, and for INTECH. To you.
Yeah, would understand from your perspective, how would you, why upscaling matters from your perspective?
Sure. So I come from a university background, spent almost a decade into the higher education administration. If Manoj Kumar Saab were to remake Roti Kapda or Makan 1974, the title of the movie could be Roti Kapda Makan or Artificial Intelligence.
I agree.
That's number one. Number two, university students are one of the key pillars, and students are smart. So university have to be smarter than them. That's from the exam point of view. So that's the second reason.
Students make a note of that.
And the third reason perspective, if we don't adapt that space, fast pace, then the admissions will not come. So the ecosystem into the university have to be smart as well. Otherwise, people will replace us. So that's my take.
Yeah. So at Aubergine, we've always been quite sensitive about upskilling, and even before AI, like Aubergine as an organization has always been very, very pro-learning, pro-certification, pro-growth mindset. That is what we call out in our, employee communications and every which way, in one-on-one meetings with managers and everything. So upskilling as a general DNA of the company is already there. Now, with changing times, right, how do you bring the flavor of the organization in whatever you do? You need to bring everyone at the same page. And that is what upskilling at scale means for me. Like, it's not like you just scale 5 people and they are experts in something and that's it. You have to ensure that everyone at the organization speaks the same language. It's like an orchestra, even if they are in a different role, that they execute with the same paradigm, they understand the language in which the company speaks to its client. And now let's say, how does it translate to how do we do our work, right? Let's say, how do we build a certain UI prototype? So maybe we start using tools like Lovable and V0 for quick prototyping now. Earlier we used to do that with handmade sketches and then stitching them, right? So then how do we bring the company from that level that, okay, we were all doing this, now we are all supposed to do this. So I'll walk you through the journey in the subsequent questions of how we did that. But that is what in general the definition of upskilling at scale means. Like you uplift the whole organization and every function at that level.
Thank you for pouring your thoughts. My next question is on how did you overcome the challenges? Because there might be challenges. It could be, let's say, cultural shift. It could be resistance, adoption, the fear. You might have faced a lot of such challenges when you are trying to upscale. Like when you're guiding the people, they might not be ready. The employees might have their own mindset. So how did you come over these challenges?
So in specifically our case, we started to explore AI since January. And what we did is I started top-down approach. So I started to learn everything from, first of all, my end. I started to do the courses, fundamental courses of AIs. At the same time, lot of subscribing to a lot of newsletter, watching a lot of content, videos, and so on. And when I understood, what are the things and what are the things matter for our organization, so we realized that this year we need to make our organization AI ready first. And from the second year, we can start services and solutions for our clients. And to complete the first phase in terms of making AI ready organization, I figure out, what are the things are necessary at this point of time. And, I started to float a lot of content in terms of what is the purpose. That is the most important thing. What exactly what we as an organizations want to do with the AI. So I started to share those messages with my employee. At the same time, I shared a lot of AI related courses, which can be applicable for each and every employee, each and every role. And we build a specific group, a kind of squad from each and every department. And we ask them to, to explore AI and go through, explore AI, explore all the tools and see that how they can adopt AI in their day-to-day routines, in their day-to-day work. And team started, and after a week or 10 days, we would be able to see that, okay, for an example, to build a ebook, for an example, ebook of 40 pages, we used to take 50 days, and there were almost around 8 to 10 people working together. It's include designer, content writer, marketing manager, blah, blah. And with Gamma, for an example, within a 15 or 5 minutes, you are able to generate same ebook. So everybody was started to see those changes, so see those things which, we would be able to quickly get productivity and at the same time good result and in a fast turnaround. So that was amazing. And we decided to build a certain POC. And we asked each and every department, including HR, whether it's HR, productions, QA, and all these departments, go ahead and do whatever the POCs or explorations you guys can do. And we also decided to build one master POC, which contains complete SDLC, software development lifecycle. And along with that, we hire a AI expert in our organization who started to bring in AI-related knowledge, materials, and sessions to our company. Right now, for us, it's a five-step frameworks for AI adoption. First is understand, second is adopt, third is a build, fourth is a measure, and fifth is a deep research. Right now, we are in between understanding and adopting phase. Let's say by end of this quarter, we will be at the good phase of, for an example, adopting. And from next quarter, we would be able to measure the productivity of all the people. But yeah, it's for me, it's about vision of the CEO, vision of the company. If you're able to communicate it clearly with your people, and you feed them a right material, right training, right consultations, and do the hand-holding, then AI adoption can be the fast, and this can be the way, I believe.
Correct.
Okay, so when it comes to challenges, same challenges, how I individually faced or couple of us faced. So the first start was what to choose with regards to understanding and passing it on to the people. So from where it started, that how we craft our content, our trainings, that's how all of us at the time of AI going to Udemy and buying random courses. So from that same conversation started, that how to start. So first we identified that. Second, the content on AI on YouTube, Instagram, and not on LinkedIn, but on these two platforms is more, or even on the news channels, was more oriented towards that AI is going to replace humans.
Yeah.
So the maximum challenge, even though people are not speaking, adoption of AI in certain functions of organization is this. Our finance team, HR team, TA team, couple of smart people are using AI to screen the resumes and identify that it matches the skill set of or the JD. So the individual capacity they are working. But when it comes to department, there was certain fear that certain AI agency is going to replace us.
Yeah.
So second challenge we face this, so creating a powerful context that AI is not here to replace, it is here to amplify your intelligence. So that is the second challenge we face, and it is going to be ongoing. because it is not like that anyone will believe that, because certain functions of industry are changing. So earlier there was more data entry jobs, uploading the documents on the portal, and in the majority of ERPs, many of the students will understand, most of the ERPs has certain workflows, upload the
Yes.
documents and submit. So this jobs is already automated. So now if a company working in healthcare domain and submitting the medical transcriptions to insurance agency, so that part is already automated. Half of the workforce is not required. So now transformation of that thought process of amplifying the intelligence and reskilling people to do more with the same team, that was the second challenge which we faced. And now with the same team, I would say in couple of areas we are 1.5x. I'm not talking much about technology because that's our core area. If we don't evolve in the development practices to be efficient, we'll be definitely obsolete. But I'm talking about the HR, finance, TA functions. So that is the second challenge. And third challenge is that in the world of AI, everyone is so excited that something new is coming every day. So, one of my Center of Excellence head is also, he's sitting there in the audience. So he is saying that every day people is coming to me with a new type of tools and techniques and platforms. So the third challenge as an IT company, we are facing that, there is no right or wrong conversations in the market with regards to tools and platforms. It is what suits us in current paradigm, because no software, even I can claim, or Krish can, Jiten can claim that, this is right or wrong. What works for us is something we should try out and see. So this is another challenge I see, that, even I am getting excited after seeing, day before yesterday, I'm not sure if a couple of us has seen, there is a online platform game, Global GPT. I'm not sure if any one of students has seen. It claims that it can give you access to all the GPTs in $25 per month. So either it is fake or not, I don't know, but it came to me through one of the teammates that उसमें तो सब कुछ मिल जाएगा $25 में, ये $20 वाला GPT क्यों खरीदने का? So that is the another challenge of this information coming in. But I would say the topmost is creating a powerful context for the team and living that context daily to empower the teams and taking people along, because these three I think will be easy and will make the organization productive for the acceptance of AI in this decade.
You covered pretty much everything, because all these challenges each and every organization would be facing, be it now or be it later. So my question to you is, you are very close to the students, right? You face them. So you might be facing some of these challenges regarding AI or regarding the questions they have, the fear they have. So how did you overcome those challenges?
Sure. So there are a couple of pointers to that. If we start from the generational kind of a shift, started from Gurukul ecosystem to the modern basic state-wise institutions to the IIT ecosystem, where the curriculum has seen a change, now the micro-credentials and digital learning. So give more context to that, is one of the professors that I saw is like a very senior professor from the IIT ecosystem. If he has an option to select blackboard and the chalk versus the PPTs, he will still prefer that. So it's the first challenge that a university ecosystem faces.
From a shift perspective. The second thought process is regarding students. They are smart enough, as I covered it already. So we don't need to worry about student in the shift process, because they are already advanced to the major extent. And the second pillar to the university ecosystem is the staff, professional staff. And the simpler way to explain this would be, if I am able to convince as a university administrator that in the 8 hour of job, the job that you have that you manually do will take 3 hours. And if you use the adoption of AI, you will be able to take in 1 hour, and the 2 hours you can spend on chai. I think that's a good approach from my side.
That would be a different perspective from your end. Thank you for pouring that thoughts.
At Aubergine, we've had very interesting conversations and walk you through some of them. So a lot of times the concern, like panel here has rightly pointed out, is is my job safe?
Yes.
So the way I tell them is, okay, just because we bought a new car does not mean we will not need a driver, right? So that's the analogy. Like, that's the car that will help you get there faster, but you still need someone at the wheel. So basically, the analogy I give to my company, to people, everyone in the company is like, okay, अभी गाड़ी आ गई है, सबको license लेना है. So everyone needs to basically be the 5x or 10x version of themselves with this new aid. And when you address that insecurity, I think that really has an impact, is what I've seen. And also in April, I had a 1.5 month visit in the US and attended multiple conferences, multiple clients, and the conversation over there and whatever, we are doing to ensure that we upskill our people is that we have no choice the way the world is going. So firstly, whether we like it or not, whether we think this is going to replace me or not, we have to adopt. And if we do not, then we ourselves are at the risk, because the organizations will move on. So if you are a professional right now or a student, just ensure that you become that 5x version of themselves by augmenting yourself with AI. Okay, so that is one big advice that has worked wonders. So one other conversation I'll tell you, right? Like, so we bought Cursor licenses for everyone in the company, including interns. And we said, okay, everyone needs to make sure that you have to use this. And that was done through some research about which is the right tool for us and all. I'll not go into all that. So senior engineer comes and tells me that, hey, but I can get the same thing by giving a command to ChatGPT. And I said that, okay, the way Cursor works is everything Cursor knows about your whole code base. When you will just go to the ChatGPT window and prompt it to give you a function, it will only think about that function. So there are multiple things. How does it help you in productivity is the main, I think, goal that you have to try to address. Does it help you become that 5x version of yourself, or even a 1.1x version of yourself? Start with that and then see how it goes. So I think that challenge, this is how we have tackled it, because I think we've already answered the challenges.
Yeah, that was a good way to turn the DOS around everyone. While we have several students, if anybody has any question, then they can come near the dais. Meantime, I'll ask my last question. If anybody has any specific question, then please come down. So one last question, one take. How can you say that an organization is AI ready? Because definitely upscaling will take time. It's not just right away, right? How do you take that one take that your organization or any organization is AI ready?
Right. So yeah, in my context, so for an example, upskilling at scale or any organization, it depends on the size of the organization. So for an example, for startup, it's altogether a different context. A small size of company, a mid size of company, or an enterprise company. Consider there is a TCS. There were lakhs of people, and if I say TCS is AI ready, so it means making a 10 lakhs people or 100 lakhs people AI ready. So it's not a small job. Let's say in my context or in my company, we are 200 people company. I believe our organization will be AI ready when my people will start spending more time with the chat, with the AI, and less time with their wife and girlfriends. Just kidding. So AI ready means it depends on roles. Each and every one has a different role, and they adopt AI in their own way. And if you are able to measure productivity or their skills, so I have heard the states that 70% of skills are going to be replaced within 5 years by AI. At the same time, 80% of leaders they feel that it's a right time to adopt AI, and 20% of revenue 20% of revenue, additional revenue, I can say, with the adoption of AI, any organization get. So these are the certain stats which says that AI is it's a thing to adapt, and everyone has to understand. It's like a base pizza. It's a base, and you can make anything on top of it, and it's a paradigm shift. So yeah. I can say if you start measuring productivity or the way of work, then we can see that organization is AI ready or not.
One take from your end. Sarthak, one take from your end. How do you say AI ready organization?
Okay, so I actually turned the conversation to the most productive organization. Okay, so AI is one way to think about it, but whenever someone जबरदस्ती टेढ़ा मेढ़ा करके भी अंदर AI लेके आते हैं, and then they take 2x the time to do it, and I don't even see a way forward that it will scale down the time to lesser, then I say stick with the old way. So AI ready means using AI for the right purpose. So that is where, I always, because I think as a leader, when you keep on harping on AI, you tend to be misunderstood कि हर एक चीज़ के लिए AI करना है.
Exact.
Right. So when, in terms of when an organization is AI ready, now to address that point, what are my, tasks that create value for the company? And how can I use AI to do my job better, faster, with more efficiency and better results, higher quality? If everyone in the company starts gathering that mindset, I think it's more mindset than tools. So once everyone in the company starts having that mindset, then they'll go out and find, okay, what is the right tool, which one to integrate, and all that is something that follows. But once that mindset is cultivated, that is when you can say you are AI ready.
Thanks for that take. Saumil, from your perspective, can a professor or will a professor have how would you scale it from your end? What would be one take from you?
Sure. So from the professor perspective, I think there are multiple initiatives by the industry experts in terms of FTV program. That's the unique one. Second is from the research perspective also, there is a huge potential where we could do that. Third, from a startup perspective, all the students out there who are inclined towards starting something of your own, here is my submission, which is not there in the market yet. Just like the NIRF ranking. How many of you heard of NIRF ranking? Raise your hand. Okay. NIRF ranking, NAC ranking. Similar to that, if you could create an ecosystem where you would be able to create a platform where people could see how many institutions, universities are AI ready. That could be a good one. And the most important perspective, when we can say the institutions are AI ready, where in the staff, professional and academic, there is no fear of losing out, maybe a job or maybe a assignment. So that's my take.
That's a good take there. Do you have anything to add?
Yes. It's an question that I can't answer yes, because will be ongoing. The only way to measure that we are AI ready, we need to confront the productivity of an organization quarter on quarter. And when we see the all aspects of organization are moving and people are getting an access using AI to amplify their productivity, that is second. And how we see the results on code, because having a dashboard in front of us will give us certain access that what sort of productivity is increased in the organization. Because I can't say that I am AI ready by 2028.
Correct.
The only way to say it that access to AI to each one in the organization, starting from the reception desk till the facility staff, that is the way I see that. And but the first and foremost is to make our development teams and the engineering teams AI ready, because from there we can see that it is going to forward or it is going to be moved out from the our planning. So it's a never-ending answer, I would say.
Correct. Yeah, you truly pointed out. There's a student out there who wants to ask a question because she wanted to build an organization. So I would like her to call upon stage, please.
Yeah, please. Hello, Sarthak sir. My name is Manya. I wanted to ask question to you. You just mentioned that गाड़ी बदलने से driver की ज़रूरत नहीं खत्म हो जाती. But now we are in the era of Tesla. So we don't need a driver. So that's what I said कि अभी front end के लिए we have V0 lovable. Back end के लिए for somehow अभी थोड़ा बहुत चाहिए हमें कि developer है. पर soon उसकी भी job चली जाएगी. So what's your call on that?
Okay. I think this conversation I have on a daily basis in the company कि V0 से code लिखा है, will it sustain 6 months from now, an year from now? Tell me your product vision, tell me your org vision, and releasing the MVP is okay with V0 if you want to. But you have to ensure that when you are building the application, whether the code that is given out by V0 will scale or not. It is going to get better. Absolutely. And आज की तारीख में लाइसेंस लेने की ज़रूरत है, 5 साल के बाद उसकी भी ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. Okay? But you can't say right now that there is a driverless car. In India, will you find any? If you want to find one right now, you'll need a driver. Right? So things will change with time. So,
Sarthak, actually, the quality of jobs is going to shift. You are right in certain aspect, because when the industrial or IT revolution started in US, many of the farmers left the farming and they moved to IT sector. In India, most of us, left our farms and moved to. So the quality of jobs will change. You are right. Now it will not be more development centric, the UI development backend. It will be more data engineering towards the data interpretation, data sciences, and then who knows that some new segment come in the future. There may be a possibility of, creating a programmable chip and implant it in all of our minds. If that starts, there will be another, 10,000 people required in Gandhinagar itself to start that. So just wait and see how the quality of jobs will shift. The only way to see or to stand with this change, you need to be with this change. So having a conversation of fear will not give an access to any one of us. Having a conversation of oneness, be aware to the conversation. You're right that developer nahi required hoga abhi backend ke liye. Yes, up to certain extent. But what other sort of roles will come in, right? So that is something we need to look for and go with the evolution, or we evolve. That's how I see.
Great.
why?
Good afternoon, sir. Myself, Meshwa Vihol, and I am a second year engineering student. So, sir, at last I want to ask a doubt that can you be more specific or just clear about exactly what do you mean by when everyone is ready with AI? Because in engineering, most of have seen that many students come from a non-technical backgrounds. So in this era, it is starting from AI only, we can say that. So when someone is totally coming from a non-technical background and directly faces an AI, so it becomes a lot of challenge. So can you be more specific, like how can someone start from scratch? Any of you?
So firstly, I would say this is going to touch all professions and all sectors. So if you are from like a chartered accountancy, or if you are from a civil engineering background, or if you are even a plumber, right? Like you need to understand that how can, or are there any tools that help me make my job better, faster, and that use artificial intelligence behind the scenes, right? So, for example, there are right now quite a few accounting agent companies that are going. One of them I know is Zenny AI, and there are some more, like even QuickBooks is powering their platform with more agents. So anyone who is getting intimidated by AI, I think mindset shift is the only answer. Because you will be left behind, because others who are smart, they will adopt it.
Definitely, mindset shift is required. So any other questions there? We'll try to take one last question. So if you can come a little bit closer, because you are too far for mic to reach.
Yeah, hello. So, hello panelists. So, I was having one question only. So, that is, as you know about the hackathons, and they are overrated in the market as a marketing tactics. So, what are your views on hackathons nowadays happening? Other than that, what are your views and insights on Vibathon happening nowadays? And everyone is using AI for experimenting the things, experimenting the prompts and all that things.
My mistake, I feel that I should have taken your questions instead of my questions. So anybody would like to answer that?
So hackathons, yes, marketing and all, you're right. Okay. Whoever is conducting the hackathon, what are they going to get out of it? If they are getting that out of it, great. Like we just recently, like 4 months ago, participated in sponsoring a hackathon at Nirma University. The point is, I am from Nirma and I wanted to give back when my college professor approached me saying, hey, can you help sponsor this one? And I'm like, yeah, why not? What the students gained from that was they got a problem statement and they got a mock session to apply their problem solving skills to that problem statement. So they, if you ask them, even if they did not win, let's say they were the last team on the scores, even if they did not win, if you ask them what did they gain out of it, I think they will be like, okay, we are better off participating in it rather than not participating in it. So one word, exposure.
Yep.
Okay. So that's how you should look at it.
Saumil, you wanted to add something?
Yes. May I know the name of university if you are okay and comfortable? May I know which university or institute you come from?
What university you were talking about? Or
So, basically, I am a graduate from Parul University in BTech IT.
Okay. So 32 organizations, which are Fortune 500 organizations, recruit using these hackathons into the IAM ecosystem. So the first assignment that, according to me, you should do is go to LinkedIn, see the brochures of all the IAMs, and find out the hackathons which are led by Unilever, ITC, PepsiCo, and similar organizations. That, in addition to what sir mentioned, that help you exposure definitely. Most importantly, networking. Once you are into the top 10, top 3, your direct chance to interact with someone who could be your potential interview panel member increases. So these are the two important things, according to me, you should explore.
I just want to add one more point. So I've attended demo days for companies. You know, you can say they are a step up to the hackathons, right? So if you participate in enough hackathons, you will not be nervous on your demo day.
Sure.
So if you are wanting to build a company, I think, again, no brainer, just participate.
So just to summarize, or just to make it easy and user friendly, you need to make AI as a friend. It's not just that AI is a buzzword. You need to go get connected, because ultimately human touch. If you go to communities, you meet 5 people, you talk to 5 people, you get their perspective, how they learn, how they grew, what are their mindsets. That's where you will learn. And AI is not going to replace any one of you, right? It's not going to replace, but it is upskilling for yourself. Right now, I'm also upscaling, right? As a mother as well, I'm standing in front of all of you as well. I'm giving a demo to my daughter, who is also learning how AI would work for her. So that's how we are upscaling. So thank you so much for wonderful conversation. And thank you for, you have a question, okay? Yeah, I'll spare one last minute.
Sure. I've been doing tapasya since 5-7 minutes to ask this question. standing tapasya. All right. So many people are saying and screaming and crying that AI will going to replace the jobs and AI will going to take our job. My question is bit different to all the panel, that how many new jobs will going to be created by using the AI? Because if we go back in our 80s and 90s, computers came and we have seen that people were having fear that our jobs will gone, but it was not happen. So in the same thing, I'm asking that how many new jobs will going to be created with the help of the AI?
Yeah, these are all very topics close to my heart. Again, I think what you have raised a very right point. I think more jobs will be created or older jobs will be replaced by newer kind of jobs. Right? That is the shift that we are all going to see. So when automobiles came and were replaced, were replacing horses, humans could travel farther in one day. So then that opened up the travel industry, right? So it's like new inventions will open up new avenues. That is how I will look at it. And I'm sure there will be a lot more jobs opening up.
Exactly. Data mining or even
I
data
think-
mining and all those.
No,
jobs will also-
this guy has a valid point. So there is no answer to it right now, I would say. If you see the Gartner research paper and all that, you'll see very fancy quadrants, after paying, 65 lakhs, we get those PDFs on our desk. So they claim that development to data engineering and development to data sciences and trillions of data is going to generate. Even trillions of data is not a correct statement. So even I don't know. so you are right. Transformation of jobs will happen. The way phone replaced codecs and then couple of cameras. So couple of aspects of industries are already exposed where the efficiency is more, individual thought process. So those are already at the edge. So now new jobs, we need to see that other than what claimed in the industry, so what else will come. So there is no, I would say I don't have an exact answer to what you asked. So you have a valid point.
There are several similar points. Even the previous panel, we identified that data would be more and more we are collecting data, right? So we might need more on refinement of data. So those are certain areas. I'm actually off the time, but with respect, there is a host question, so I cannot deny him. Otherwise, I would be So I'll ask him to ask his question. Wait, that's that. Oh, you have something. Yeah.
Whoosh. Hi guys. So according to me, there will be a job refinement. So for an example, let's say you are a front-end developer or back-end developer. There will be more need towards a full-stack developer. So it's not something new job. So it's not something new will come, but refinement or transformation will happen. Consider that right now there is a auto taxi or a driverless taxi. It's there. It's planned that let's say by 2030 in US, all the trucks will be a driverless. Now consider that there are 10 lakhs of drivers or 20 lakhs of drivers, what they will do. So yeah, at the end of the day, they have to learn something new. They have to learn, how they will monitor the running truck, which is without driver. They need to monitor petrol, or they need to do other executions part or overall MIS or something. So things are going to be changed, and we have to adapt to those things. And we are the innovator. At the end of the day, we have to find the new ways of doing the job. Thank you.
And in the end, that's from the lighter side of it, AI, India is at the center of almost all the IT services around the world. We are one of the biggest suppliers of IT services or anything around IT. So I would say AI is also artificial intelligence, and AI is actually Indians also. So don't worry much, we'll be at the center of everything.
Yeah.
Okay, it will be very brief. So my question is on behalf of all the students out there. So as we know that in our era, we were supposed to write the code that there was only a Stack Overflow that we'll be using, and the Notepad++ at that time that we'll be using. And nowadays that as the cursor wins, there are so many AI tools are available into the market to do the automation and the coding via AI. So how would you justify as a being a fresher or intern that they cannot deny or they cannot stop themselves by using an AI, and they will be starting using an AI from their career started. So they would not learn the logic that we have built started back in our career. So how would we justify this into the upcoming the future, and are you making any SOPs or policies for such kind of interns or fresher that you should not directly use an AI? And my question is also for the Somil sir, that are you encouraging some such kind of activities that let's do some hackathon without using an AI tool into the colleges, so that they can start at learning from the era that before they started getting the job?
Before you answer that, I thought he just said that I'll be brief. I was just waiting that this question will end.
I think जनता बताएगी, question तो सही था ना?
So on the technical part, I'll depend on my esteemed panel here. From the university perspective, hackathons, yes, definitely. There are set of closed door hackathons that we have done in past in multiple institutions where we only look for the logic perspective of it. We have seen the change in last 25 years from the way interview processes have been conducted, be it Hacker Earth, Hacker Rank, Lead Code. And it's not about how many test cases you are passing. It's about how many answers you are able to convince to the panel member inside the interview room. On the technical panel, I agree.
So in terms of, let's say you are intern and you are using Cursor or all the AI tools, it's good thing. You can use it. Consider that there is an organization, 200 people organization, and they are doing, let's say, $10 million of revenue. In future, let's say if you are a part of 10 people organization, you guys will be able to do the same revenue with the 10 people. It's a good thing. Do it.
Thank you so much, panelists, for your valuable inputs and insights.